Okay. What's up, Troy? How you doing today, buddy? What's up, Horde? Where you been, buddy? Been wondering about you. I was worried if you were ever gonna come back. Oh, thanks, dude. Very good, dude. Thanks, buddy. It's going pretty good, dude. Starting on the next project finally. Getting some stuff going, some great dog. Yeah, we were gonna start working on the next giant here. This boy. This is gonna be my gate breaker. So we're gonna get some priming, some zenithal sprays going. I don't think I'm going to do the brown and purple thing again. I think I'm going to go with the, is that Hunter Thompson in the house? I think I'm going to go just with my normal gray and white kind of paint setup, you know? My zenithal spray. We were all talking about it yesterday when we were making out, dude. We were all talking smack. They were like, are you going to painting it? I'm like, guys, I'm trying, you know? I need my buddy's working for me. I'm still painting it. They sell it. running a game store, so you're gonna have to let me know how that goes, buddy. I think that's sweet. I think that's really cool. What's up, TBL? Back, buddy. You just been bored. He was in here a moment ago. How you doing tonight, buddy? Yeah, dude, I'll catch you later, Blaster Crack. Thanks for stopping by. Nice. Just doing some blocking in then. Yeah, blocking in, dude. It's a necessary evil. At least in my opinion. It's the part I don't like the most. So you're planning to redo all of them, or are you planning to just kind of fix them up here and there? So I know you were saying you were gonna redo some of them. What's up, Sucks to Suck? It's very true. It does suck to suck. Oh, it's a one-off? Maybe I was talking to someone else. Someone else is like, I have a bunch of models I'm gonna repaint and redo. I swear that was you though. Alright, I misunderstood. Definitely probably the case. I'm a bit dumb. welcome to the party, brother. Yeah, dude, no ventilation, indoors. I'm just a man, dude. I'm just the guy who gets it done. I'm a savage. I did eventually, I eventually did get ventilation for my 3D printer, because that one was actually probably shaving years off my life. You sound like a bat? What do you mean? My man! Sent me these molds just for freezies, and I said I'd paint them up, so just getting them going in between working on my last Sons of Bahamut. They're a proxy army for the Sandlords, so they're desert elves kind of thing. So yeah, they have both of them elves. It's really cool. I'm pretty excited about painting them. So this is like one of the elves. That's one of the elves. But yeah, these models are really nice. Yeah, so I'm kind of painting those on the side. I'm also painting my last Sons of Bahamut. So I don't know if you're familiar with a lot of my works on my channel, but I have the proxy army right now going. That's my King Brad, or my Sons of Bahamut army, and then that's my Kragnos proxy. So this is going to be my Gatebreaker right here. We're getting that guy going. It'll be a really fun paint. I'm going to probably do a lot of the skin today, I'm thinking. It's probably what I'm going to work on once I get these all primed up. I'm going to do a Zenithal spray with just my airbrush real quick. And then we'll move on to fun and neat stuff, you know? So yeah, if you don't have a 3D printer but you want to see prints, Resin Reborn with an E, you can type it up on Google and it'll hook you up. He has some great pricing too. Oh yeah, Papa, listen. You're talking about Papa Nurgle? Papa are we getting blessings from? Alright. Hell yeah, brother. Yeah, I have a Death Guard army, and he sent me out these guys, and they're also Age of Sigmar proxies. So like, I believe this is like a Rockkin Warrior proxy. Very cool, very high detailed. And then here's some of my Death Guard. I always keep them close. You gotta keep Papa close, dude. Here's one of my Biologist Putrefier. But yeah, I love me some Papa Nurgle, dude. Love me some Papa Nurgle. Yeah, I'm gonna probably turn those guys into. I needed 2 more Death Shroud Terminators and 1 more Blight Lord to make the 5-man squad, so that's gonna be what they are in the future. Just branding this up a little bit, so I don't have to take it all the way up to black, but that's great. Makes it a little bit easier. And it makes my white blend a little bit better, like my really highlighted areas. I'm gonna have to make more drives right now. That's awesome, dude. Do you have a full army? Oh, that's way too much black. I'm just wasting so much paint. Let's send that. Because I'm poor. I'm poor. What's up, Axis Averted? Welcome back, buddy. Sorry about my super annoying airbrush. I'm thinking about getting a longer, way longer hose and putting it like under my desk or something, out of the way. So it's not so annoying. But it costs money, and I don't got the money for a longer hose. Maybe soon. I think it is just like I think it's a 1/4-inch hose or something. That's all it is. 5/16 maybe. What's up, Elmo Rides? Welcome back, buddy. How you doing today? too much black, but too much black again. Get a little overzealous with the black. Boom, 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 boom. Well, that's okay. Just put it back in the bottle. What's up, 40 What? Welcome back, buddy. Buy more white here soon. Starting to get a little low. Okay. This is how I do my zenithal. You see that? Airbrush to a 90 degree. Let's see if we'll get it to focus. buddy? Are you super into Trench Crusade? Yeah, I did hear about that they were like a 3D print only game system, which is pretty interesting. But I didn't know they were coming out with their own comics now. That's sweet. I'll have to check out some of their stuff because I've heard a lot about Trench Crusade. I haven't looked into them yet. Oh, that's sick, dude. Alright, well now I'm, like, incredibly interested. Maybe I can convince someone to play it with me. Because I really want to get into narrative play, but I feel like narrative play, just of any game mode, is really hard to do, just with, like, the inherent systems of the game. do have to check it out now. I was thinking about it. The problem is I want to do a Sons of Bahamut army, and then I want to do a Sylvaneth army for Age of Sigmar, because I feel like those are my 2 different play styles. Big and stompy, and then like kind of, I don't know, sneaky movement tricks. But then I want to look into, because I have like 7 Warhammer 40k armies. It's kind of disgusting. I don't play any of them either. That's the problem. I don't know if you guys seen that trick, but I just dumped it into my water reservoir. What's up, Borf? Thanks, homie. Bye, Parker. That guy was in and out. Sorry, I didn't see your guys' messages. Just all kind of loaded all at once. I apologize for that. How you doing today, Borg? The airbrush is turning on me. It's fighting me. Am I echoing? Hello, hello. Okay. Yeah, I didn't receive any of your guys' messages for a minute. I just thought it was silent treatment. Apologize about that. That's no fun for anyone. I keep doing this. I keep putting way too much black in. Whatever. Life goes on. Whoa, okay. What the hell? That was super watery. Don't get yourself shadow lagged or whatever happened last time, dude. Don't you get yourself shadow lagged by spamming too much. Silly-nilly. Wants to die. I think I need to upgrade soon. Not the airbrush, the compressor. I have just this like, I think it cost me like $100, but poor thing runs hot. Tell you what, I don't know if you have to grease it. You probably have to grease it. I should probably grease it or look up maintenance. Maybe I have to put oil in it. It is a machine, right? What's up, Crazy Chris? Cuss Crazy Chris. Sorry about that, I know that was loud and annoying. But I don't want to wait for this to dry. Because I'm impatient. Need to get my buddy Resin Reborn in here so we can go over the paint plan for his minis he wants done. I have a question to pose to you guys. Would you consider me at the level to do commissions? I'm not saying I want to do commissions, but I kind of do want to do commissions. I don't know. I used to do D&D miniature commissions. Not competition level, but I would go probably above whatever that is. You know? I like to actually like turn a profit on it. Like with the speed that I paint, like it would be, I don't know. I could do tabletop ready pretty quick. You know, like if I was like, yeah, I'll mainly do this with airbrush, dude, and just make it look cool. But I'm only gonna spend like maybe a half hour on each mini overall, and you want 5 minis, so I'm gonna charge you for 5 hours. I don't know. Like, how do you even do that? Like, how do you even attribute a dollar value to your art? That's something I just never have even like conceptualized. you know, that's going to cost you some stacks, right? Some bennies. Because that's going to be an army that's going to take me hundreds of hours to complete, right? But if they're like, I have like 100 Space Marines and I want tabletop ready, and I just want 3 coats of paint, you know? That's a really good idea. I have kind of gone through eBay, but like, I'll be honest, when I look at that, I go like, wow, they're charging way too much. Like, is what I think. But then maybe that's just because I don't think my stuff is worth that much, you know? We talked about this yesterday about like starting a Patreon and stuff. Like, I think I just devalue my work. But like putting a monetary value on this is not something that's just easily done, right? This is not easy for me to do. I'd make a really bad businessman. See, that's why you always want to do everything all at once. Now this is just way too bright. It's fine, I'm going to paint it anyways, again, so who cares? Oh man, my back. Well, you did some commission painting, didn't you, TBL? I swear you said you have in the past. Is that what you do full time? Or as full time as you can be in this modern society? Yeah. I'm gonna have to like use you as a consultant with this whole ordeal if I ever do get into commission painting. Seriously. Because I am out of my element, I would say. How long have you been doing that for? Yeah, I'd imagine it's like you have to do a lot of marketing just so people can find you, you know? Like, I feel like that'd be half the battle. It's finding the customers. It's not like keeping them or retaining them or the work. It's just getting people that you're like, hey, paint this for me, you know? At least that's what I imagine is the hard part. I'd love to tell people, like, when they're like, what do you do for work? And I'm like, oh, I'm a commissioned painter, you know? Instead of being like, I'm an electrician. I don't mind being an electrician, but feel like that sounds way cooler. What's up, Paul?
TikTok works or whatever, but no one seems to buy it on my Twitch. Like even chat
somebody, son of God, pops in here every day and he just goes, God loves you, and he leaves. I kind of like it. I kind of like him. You know? I'm not a religious man, but I think he's just trying to spread his word, you know? Spread our own word, you know. Well, thanks, Chris. We're just getting started here. We're just at the, it looks, honestly, it looks best, right, just with black and white, you know. I wish I could just stop there and just call it good sometimes before it gets chaotic, but you want to look at what he's eventually going to become, he's going to look like one of that guy or the other guy. Yeah, dude. Oh, no. Twitch, apparently. Apparently. Did that fix it, buddy? Sorry, I just saw your message. Oh, yeah, dude. Well, you won't be riddling these ones with bolter rounds, I'll tell you what. Yeah, this is my base coat, so this is going to be the underglow of the skin, Chris, and then I'm going to be doing my highlights for all the skin here soon. So this is just kind of getting the shadows in. And then this color I found takes on my oil wash, my dark brownish red oil washes really well. This will be our mid-tone. This is what we'll use to paint the majority of the skin color in. So we're only going to hit this from the tops now. Get rid of all the darker color. Honestly, it might be the compressors. Sorry about that, Grumpy. the skin is the easiest thing to paint on these models. Because the texture is so nice that they pick up the paint really easily. So it makes this like super fast, super easy. Do you ever see my messed up like support lines and stuff, and you just shake your head knowing that you could give me a better product because I'm too lazy? You got to, right? Dude, I mean, it really comes down to like taking your time to take them off, and sometimes I just don't. You know? What's up, user Yum Yum? Alright, now this is where the depth is really going to come out. mentioned some of the parts don't go together super well, and I'm not sure if that's because of the sports or not, but I think it is. Also, some of the sports, even on the small models, have that. Yeah, that's a big support, you know. And I know, like, I try and trim down, but it is something I've never had any of my resin models print mechanically sound. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't print off those like fidget toys or whatever. Like, there's just something about, like, they don't ever like perfectly match up just right. Alright, that's the skin all done. What's up, Blade? Welcome back, buddy. That is all the skin, and I'm happy with it. Easiest part of the model done. Sure, man. Just give me a sec. Let me get this airbrush cleaned. I actually would like your advice on my color, my paint plan. Ugh. Oh, thanks, buddy. This is actually like the fun part right at the beginning, is where I airbrush in the skin and like some of the gradients. But then after that, it gets to blocking in colors and it gets dull pretty fast. But thanks, man. Yeah, I do like doing the skin. The skin is super fun. And honestly, it's like the easiest part of the whole model. It's because it's all just airbrush and it's all about just a gradient. Just taking your time and making sure it goes off nice, you know? That's all there is to it. Yeah, the most amount of the model is the skin, and it takes me like 15 minutes to do. It's everything else that sucks. Nice. Yeah, dude, I love adding a little bit of red, a little bit of pink into it, you know? What's up, Borf? Okay, so I have a couple questions to ask you.
Anything on the table? Alright, we're good. What's up?
Okay, so my questions to you. Let me pose this. I need to come up with a paint plan now so I don't spin my wheels like I did on the last one for so long. Right?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to decide on what to paint where and why. So the bone's the easy part. I'll paint that all bone. The fur, I'm just going to do kind of like a white wolf fur. But it's really his last back piece is like his giant leather cowl kind of thing. I don't know what color to do it. I was thinking blue, but I thought maybe that'd be too much blue. I was thinking maybe like a black, but I don't know.
So he's part of your giant.
Yeah.
Sigmar, right?
Yep. And
So he's gonna go with that mammoth dude.
Yeah, he's gonna be with the mammoth dude and the king broad. So I'm either thinking like a really dark leather or a really dark blue leather. I don't know, man. Everyone can chip in on this too. This is a question for everybody.
If I was you, I'd go blue.
Yeah?
Yeah. But also, you know, if you're gonna do leather, I wouldn't do it dark leather. I'd do it like light leather, like it's the upside down version, or the inside of the leather.
Oh.
Inside of the fur.
Yeah. Oh, that's smart.
Because that's what it looks like to me.
Yeah.
That's just my 2 cents.
No, it's appreciated. I didn't even think of that. What do you think, Blade? What's your 2 cents?
I think I got on just as you were getting off last night.
Yeah, well, I was like riding the edge because my lady, usually while she's doing her school stuff is when I stream. So it kind of went late last night, and so I was like, oh, we're riding the edge.
Yeah, I had a ghost tour last night, and then I was like, just as I got on, I was like, you're off.
Yeah.
What's that then?
Damn. Yeah. Yeah, it was a quick one yesterday, I think, too. So I'm going to do blue on all of the runes, just like everything else. And then I was going to do this like bit like the blue dragon scale I've been doing. So like on this guy, that's going to be that same blue dragon scale kind of thing. So far those are the main blue parts, but like the glow is going to be everywhere. And then his weapon has a piece of ice, I'm going to call it ice, but ice in the center of the skull, much like the other one. But it's like, yeah, so, and the Gatebreaker uses a flail, so this is why I'm going to use him as a proxy. I'm trying to match the weapon types, you know?
For sure.
But yeah, so that's going to be, he's going to be kind of blue a little bit all over, with the runes. So, blue here. I'm honestly thinking maybe not a light blue highlights, like wherever it's bright here, but then a nice rich kind of navy blue as the shadow. But having it just a little off from the normal like ice blue, you know what I'm saying? To like differentiate those. Maybe like a pastel blue instead of kind of the vivid blue that I usually paint. So I got this model from Claybeast Creations. I 3D printed this off. If you don't have a 3D printer and you want this model, if you check out resinreborn with an e.com, he has this model for sale and he'll ship it to your house, and his printer is 1,000 times better than mine. So, and it's actually very affordable as well. So yeah, all of these models I've printed off. What's up, minis with me? Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'm really excited to paint this. I think I'm going to paint it like a yak. Yak. You know? I love that. That is... No, this one has a yak on his back, right? And then he has the like Mandalorian kind of skull, the like elephant kind of vibe going on the front. And then he has 2 jawbones here. And then kind of like the groupings of antlers. So. But yeah, if you want to get these models, Resin Reborn, he does a fantastic job. I mean, really, his model, the Claybeast Creation models, by the way, that's the guy who actually designed the STL file and modeled this. His whole line is insane. It really is. And I'm big on proxy because I'm poor. I play Poor Hammer.
Nothing wrong with Poor Hammer.
Yeah. I had money back in the day. Oh, Grumpy, don't look. I just realized my Twitch camera's just staring at my crotch. But yeah, yeah, I know exactly. That's in the Patreon, dude. Non-existent Patreon.
That's that exclusive membership only package.
Yeah, you know, that $6 tier. I'm cheap. But yeah, these models are great, man. Yeah, before inflation, my money went a little bit further, so that's when I got the 3D printer, and thank God, or else I wouldn't be able to do any of this.
Check this one out. I bought this today at the mall.
Oh, nice, dude.
This guy, like, literally 3D prints and throws them up at the mall.
Yeah, that's sick.
Those are really
Little
nice.
chocobo. You've seen the chocobos I got from Resident Reborn, right?
Comes with the little knight on it and everything.
Oh, that's sick, dude. Dude, are we both?
Clipping the spear off and putting an explosive charge on it and using it as my
You're
for my Rough Riders.
Yeah, dude, you're tilling Rough Riders, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, you want to have a paint off on these? We're both painting chocobos.
You're gonna beat me. I suck at painting.
Oh, BS, dude. Nonsense, poopy pants.
Let me grab you a sample of my paint.
There's nothing wrong with a little healthy competition, right? Here, I'll grab you one of my Attila Rough Riders. Shh, girls. Alright, let's see it, brother. What do you mean that's badass, dude? What are you talking about you can't paint? Shut up, dude.
Dude, it's just, there's nothing fancy about it. It's just straight lines.
Yeah, that's really impressive. That's what I can't do.
I didn't blend. There's no,
When you paint that clean, you don't need to, dude. You let the natural light shade it.
See where I messed up a lot.
I don't know, usually the camera doesn't light. And, dude, those tanks are sick. What do you mean you didn't blend? Don't lie to me. I can see the wet blend in there. You know, I didn't blend it at all. Get out of town, dude. That thing's sick.
I like it. I think I like the way the paint came out.
Yeah.
I kind of wish I made it a little more gory.
You know what I would do to that model to finish it off? Is I would take oils to it, dog. That's like a perfect model to just slam like a really dark blue oil all over the thing and then just clean up with mineral spirits. It would pop so hard. And then hit it with like a semi-gloss, not a semi, but a satin varnish. Oh, done. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's sick right now, but if you want to take it to that, like, next level, the next level. But here's one of my Attilan Rough Riders, dude, with his flaccid pole.
Heck yeah, dude.
It's not bad, right? I 3D printed these. It's a 3D print. It's from Station Forge, I think, is what the guy who made them, yeah. I think it's a Station Forge. But yeah. I wanted a Cadian Rough Rider. I didn't want the, like, Attilan, like, normal model. So yeah. Look at that. I even painted the horse eye. That's so rare for me. Yeah, anyways. Some of my favorite models. They die instantly. They're 2 wound apiece, but boy, are they not. They're fun as hell.
I like the idea of them, but yeah, I played them once, and I was like, well, that was a good $80 well spent.
Yeah, dude. They fall over. The fun part is when you frag tip or melta tip charge someone's tank and they're like, ha, and then you get them down to like 1 wound and they're like, oh, that sucks for you, and you're like, no, the horses also have hooves, brother. You do like 4 attacks for each hoof. It's amazing.
Prussian blue wash. I don't think I've got any blue wash. Time to go paint shopping, I guess.
Yeah, I actually might have one. Let's see. I think I have ultramarine blue.
They say I just soak it.
Yeah, I'd use this blue and like a touch of black. And I would do this on all of the blue pieces. And then I would do just a brown wash on all of the gold. But yeah, you just would...
I already did it at Greg's Earth Shade over all the gold.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Really shiny gold.
Yeah. Then that's good. Yeah, I would just do it on the metal pieces.
Real secret. That is liquid talent right there.
Oh yeah, dude. You see how I paint, dude? I block in and then I dry brush and then I oil, and everyone's like, "That's so amazing!" I'm like, "Thanks." I didn't do shit. All right, dude. I'm avoiding blocking in more stuff. I kind of want to paint these guys first, but I also told my buddy I'd be done in 2 weeks. I think it's time. I don't want to. I kind of want to just airbrush block in.
Too much glue.
I think I'm gonna airbrush block in. That's what I'm gonna do. I don't have time for this silly brush work that this will take.
For this making up stuff.
Yeah, for this nonsense. So we are gonna put some brown in here and we're gonna send it. Come on, I need to buy more paint. I am running out. I never thought I'd ever run out of paint with how much I have, but there's like 4 colors I mainly use on everything. They're almost all gone.
Earlier this year, right after I got my bonus, I was looking at buying the entire Vallejo paint collection.
Yeah.
Have you seen that box?
Yeah.
It's massive. It's also like $650.
Yeah, brother. Dude,
Well,
you would probably use like 20 paints out of it, and then the other 700 paints would just sit there, just stare.
I mean, luckily they would be Vallejo paint, so it would come in those bottles that like
Actually work.
bottles. Yeah.
I've had these Vallejo paints for I think like it's got to be going on 6 years, and they're finally running out.
Oh, cool, thanks. TBL.
All right.
You're a gentleman and a scholar.
It's about to get loud and annoying again. I apologize.
No, that's just me talking.
Exactly, that's what I'm talking about. Shut up. Only jokes.
All right.
I told my lady that I met you on here and you live like 10 blocks away.
I was there when you told her.
Oh, really? I got off stream after we do it, and then she was like, "Did you talk to your new friend?" I was like, "Yeah, he's my new best friend, and we're gonna hang out. We're gonna have so much fun playing Warhammer together.
So where are you seeing him?
We're gonna play with action figures we spent a lot of money on."
Speaking of, you open Friday?
let's see. Maybe my uncle's currently moving down to St. George, so we're kind of trying to help empty out his house. But I got a pizza oven out of it and a barbecue, like a smoker, like a big box smoker, and then I got a couple other cool shit.
Ones or like one of the ones that takes the pellets?
Nope, it's a Masterbuilt, yeah. Yeah, he only has good shit. He has he's like what I would call a mail hoarder. So instead of like newspapers and cash, it's like cooking equipment and welding shit. Which is pretty cool, but he probably has like 150 pots and pans in his house. Maybe more. Yeah. Well, he's the same way, dude. Like he clearly probably couldn't find like a 1/4 inch, drill bit. So he went and bought like a 300 piece drill bit set. But that happened like 4 or 5 times. Great guy. He actually used to own a restaurant, like a sandwich shop in Salt Lake. He sold his dairy with it a while back. Oh, dude, I wish. Dude, I was doing an apartment complex on 6th and 3rd, and we were, and Moochie's is on like 7th and 3rd or some shit. I don't know the exact address. Bruh, I gained like 20 pounds. I was like, I'm just gonna go get a Reuben and pickle fries. I'll be right back. It's definitely the best sandwich in town. There's no doubt. Yeah. Dude, yeah. I'll buy it off brands. I'll come over and be like, yeah, I'll give you $20 for a lot. It's not really worth that much. Shields? Oh yeah. We got a Shield next to us. If you're a sportsman kind of guy, it's quick to lose all your cash. Wait, Minnie's with me. Are you near us? Are you in the Utah? In Texas? Should be talking about buttons. Texas. Sorry, the whistling noise is just awful. Oh, that would be sick, dude. wants to fight me all the time.
My brother bought it. He got into it. Alright, well, I could use the compressor.
Yeah. I kind of want to get like a really nice bigger one. Bigger compressor, that is. Yeah.
Like a shop compressor?
No, I have this little boy that's specifically for, see, there it is right there. Oh, really? Yeah, it just overheats so much. Oh, you got one of the, I have one of those. I use it for terrain because you can fill it up full of a ton of, oh wait, no, this is my good one. This isn't my bottle one. But, crack that baby out, dude. Give it a go. The problem with an airbrush, right, is we all think that, like, oh, the only reason we're not at the level is because we don't have an airbrush, right? And then you get an airbrush, you're like, oh, wait, this thing's actually really hard to use. I think we all go through that stage. I really like mine when it's cooperating. It's been cooperating pretty well today. Doing that cleaning sesh the other day really helped fix a lot of its issues. Also, what helped me a ton was actually not watching 3D painters teach you how to use an airbrush, but actually watching like someone who airbrushes on a two-dimensional plane, because they seriously know what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to like the gradient and opacity and like line control.
Yeah.
You want to play some Borderlands, my dear? Okay.
Nice. But I just want to tell you, one of my repeaters, they got an 85.
They got an 85? Good job. It's nice when they perform, huh?
You will do fucking well.
Yeah. One of your repeaters. Most people think that's a gun, not a failed student. She works as a TA. Yeah, I need to get one of those, I talked about it last time. I need to get one of those cleaners where you just disassemble it and put it in the ultrasonic wash. Just make sure, I did that, I like put it in a bath, like a Tupperware bath of cleaners once, but I forgot to take the O-rings off, and so they all swelled. So don't be like me and dumb. Go until this airbrush runs out of paint, and then I'm going to hang out with my lazy board. I know, it's disgusting, but how else, you know? I know, I'm sorry, dude. Did ya? Time for a decapitation? I think that's fine.
Yeah, I think it looks like the face from the Ghostbusters dog.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, dude. Are you gonna be one of those guys that just put them on a base and like Just put like one color on, be like, yeah, they're painted. Good enough. Fair enough. Yeah, that's smart. I mean, none of my gray knights are painted, but you could argue they are almost painted. Yeah, exactly. They were printed with gray, so we're like 90% there. Funny, like one of these, like this foot is bigger than like 80% of all of my models. Just the foot. Like it's as big as like a mephitic white hauler. I butchered that. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be it for me tonight. The lady wants to hang. Yeah, dude. I keep telling her to just get out of the way, you know?
Like, you're never going to get good at Warhammer hanging out with chicks, dude.
Yeah, no, I understand. But at least let me be mediocre, you know? I can't even be that. Nah, she's great. She's actually really supportive. She actually convinced me to paint her off or print her off a female Raven Guard army. Like, and I literally mean she convinced me because I was like, "You're just saying that to be nice. You don't want to play with me." And she's like, "No, seriously, print it off for me. I want to play." And I was like, "Bullshit." She's like, "I'm not kidding." All right, shit. Dude, I would legitimately live in a cave with Wi-Fi and like a generator outside if it wasn't for that woman, you know? She makes my life just so much nicer.
I completely understand.
Yeah.
That's my joke with my wife all the time is I'm like, I'm going to go gaming with the guys. And she's like, I didn't get an invite. I'm like, yeah, no girls allowed. Bye.
Yeah. You're gonna ruin team cohesion. That's one of my friends' jokes. Yeah. You're gonna ruin
team.
Yeah, you're gonna ruin unit cohesion, dude, if you join. Just all jokes though. All right, well I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
All right, bro. Later.
Love you. Bye.